If this message is finding you, you are literally rebuilding the structure and foundation that your life has been built upon through a lens of compassion, love, healing, and light. And I get the sense that a lot of the people in this collective come from foundations and structures that were built upon struggle, discontentment, overburdening yourself, overworking yourself. And I feel like that is shifting at this time where you are leading yourself so close to a manifestation, so close to receiving certain support that you've been crying out for and asking for. And you're being reminded that it is through the journey of getting there that you've been able to accomplish what you're about to accomplish. I was literally hearing the song, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Like, there's not a mountain, there's not a challenge big enough to keep you from the path that is rightfully yours, to keep you from the blessings that are destined to be yours. And so you've had to, again, overcome a lot of challenges. You've had to really find safety and security within yourself, is what I'm sensing. And you've really had to identify and define what love means for you specifically, in the ways in which you receive love, the ways in which you give love as well. And this far extends outside of just love languages, although maybe that's significant for some of you, but it's something just much deeper than that. It's like what your soul craves in a love connection. And of course, love is so much more than just romance. This is a love for yourself, love for even the divine source, spirit, God themselves, as well as a love for the connections and the people in your life. You've really gone through this journey of understanding what real love feels like, what real love looks like. And because you've become so aware of what that is now, you're able to, again, rebuild your foundations, because I get the sense, again, that maybe you've had a very skewed view around love, based on your childhood, based on your upbringing, based on past relationships that you've fallen into that made you feel like it was love. I'm seeing like rose-colored glasses, okay, where you overlooked a lot of red flags, toxic behaviors, negative patterns, because you thought that's what love meant. And now that you're transitioning away from that, again, you're seeing love for what it truly is. And so you're rebuilding, I'm literally saying like brick by brick, you're rebuilding your life, your foundations, brick by brick, through true love, true unconditional love, not the false identities or the false narratives that you've held around love from the past. And again, this is leading you to major wish fulfillment, because you're rebuilding your life around this new concept of love and understanding what that means for yourself. You're able to attract more love in your surroundings as well. And this feels like opportunities in work, of course, like I'm seeing offers being presented. Okay, for some of you, signing legal documents. There's definitely financial abundance on the other side of this. And again, you've really had to work on understanding what that balancing act looks like for you, what it is to crave certain love, but also pour into yourself with that. When you've been in situations where you weren't receiving it, recognizing that and not expecting it from those sources anymore, instead going into your own source, or again, that higher source as well. So that's really what you've been mastering here. And again, it's like, I'm almost seeing things like being washed away from your past, because you're recognizing that those ideas, those concepts that you held on to for so long that were holding you back are being washed away and cleansed now, so that you can step into this new chapter, this new journey, where everything is more aligned with the truth of what you need, the truth of what you desire, and the truth of who you are and what you can emanate into the world, pouring more love into your surroundings as well. And it's definitely been a slow and steady journey. Okay, again, ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough. There's been so many things where it's like you've felt so stretched and tested to prove your ability to overcome certain challenges, or as the gap kept getting bigger and bigger from you and your desired reality, your desired life, you were always faced with, okay, do I just stay on this other side, opposite from my desires, opposite from what it is I know that I deserve, or do I continue to push, even though you're getting pushed back, it feels like, right? You are gaining so much knowledge and discernment through that process, so much strength and resilience, that is leading you to your destined peace, your destination that is really meant for you, now that you have the truth of who you are. And yeah, again, I'm seeing a lot of assistance coming in here. So if some of you have just been struggling, you feel like you need support, whether this is financially, whether this is mentally, emotionally, I see support coming in. This could even just be leaning closer into the relationships that, again, do provide you with that love that you've been craving and asking for. recognizing who it is in your life that provides that to you and leaning into those relationships and walking away from those that which do not, because we just got the Eight of Cups, Five of Swords, and then the Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's major clarity that's being presented to you at this time. You're experiencing a breakthrough moment. Maybe you're feeling this right now, or you're going to feel this very soon. It feels like you're on the brink of a new understanding of your life, the brink of unraveling a new chapter in your life. And again, it came from you having to really identify what was not fulfilling you, what was not feeling good to you anymore, what a past version of yourself allowed to take place that the version of yourself that you've become now does not accept. Okay, your standards have raised, your expectations have raised, rightfully so, because again, you understand what it means and what you deserve and what love actually is. And so you've had to walk away from certain battles. Okay, I'm seeing that maybe there's been some betrayals because those rose-colored glasses got removed finally, and you were able to see a situation for what it was. And of course, that can come with some pain, some betrayal, some discontentment as well. But again, you're receiving a breakthrough and a realization to understand that separating yourself from that energy, being moved away from that energy, is exactly what you needed to step into this most abundant chapter.